talking a little bit specifically about who's number one now. Just you're going to be competing against Nicholas Meregali August 10th. Just overall, what do you think about Nicholas Meregali?
He's a great athlete. I've been competing against Nicholas since my first year as a black belt. So right now we are 202. He beat me twice and I beat him twice. He's a great competitor. He's very aggressive. He has I feel that he has a lot of wheels. But in Nogi, I think it will be a little different because we're gonna be the first time that we're gonna be competing in the Nogi, but this time he doesn't have a grips, you know. So I think when we are competing in the gi, I have an advantage, like athleticism advantage, but in the gi sometimes the people that have that is good, they can hold you sometimes. And then in Nogi we don't have that. Nobody can hold you. It's just more aggressive and non-stop fight.
So you guys have competed 4 times already,
yes.
all in the gi. Do you remember kind of how those matches went? Could you kind of recap them a little bit?
Yes, so the first time that I faced Nicholas was in the Brazilian Nationals. In Brazil was my first year. I lost him, he submitted me. Was my, how can I say, rock year. Was my first year that I was competing a lot, getting experience. And then after that loss, I learned a lot because back then I didn't realize that the black belt need to be good in all aspects. Before I just used to train more, I used to not train a lot of my defense, and after I got submitted by him, I was like, oh, whoa, this black belt people doesn't make a mistake. And the same year I won my first world title, a black belt. And the second time that we fought was in some tournament here in California that was, I believe was referee decision. And then afterwards we compete in Korea in the Spider finals, was $100,000 cash prize, and then was very close match, so could go either way, but I think I had the more attacks than he. So I won by referee decision again. So I think that's why he's a little mad at me, because I took $100,000 for him. He still think about that. And the last time that we faced was in the World Championship. I think it was in Anaheim in 2021. So it was referee decision. So it was a very close match. It was 2-2. He swept me and I swept him back, and that's it. And now we are running this back in the Nogi, so I'm excited.
So you talked a little bit about this already, not having the grips that you normally have in the gi and stuff. But what else do you kind of think makes a match, you versus Meregali, kind of different since it's no-gi? And I'm also curious what you think about just Meregali's, have you noticed his progression at all from when he first had his debut no-gi until now?
Oh, definitely. So he did the ADCC for the first time, but I knew that he would do good because he's a black belt world champion in the gi. So it's different some things, but the body position, how you dominated your opponent, doesn't change that much. You know, it's very easy for adjust. You know, it's much easier for a guy that does gi change for no gi than a guy that just do no gi and change for the gi, because guys that only do no gi and jump from the gi scene, the gi scenes, they feel trapped, and then in the gi is much easier to change. I saw a lot of his improvement. He did great in DCC, and then after he had some mats against Lovato, I believe, and then I asked, he's smart, he's not dumb. I supposed to fight. I asked for this match in the same card that Gordon supposed to fight Felipe, but he said that he doesn't want and whatever. But I think he was just needing time to get ready. And I think he already progressed a lot, especially training with John Danaher. But yeah, he needs to be ready because I feel that I have a lot of experience, and I really want to win this match.
So you kind of touched on a little bit about asking for the match and everything, but let's go back. I want to go back all the way to the start of kind of you and Nicholas's back and forth.
It's okay, I'm gonna just drink some water here.
Sure. So I guess first of all, where do you consider kind of the back and forth with you and Nicholas kind of starting?
The back and forth?
Well, I guess just your guys' history in general. Where does your history with Meregali fights start?
You saying about like rivalry? You think?
Yeah, like where did kind of that rivalry start with you guys?
Man, I think it started after like I took $100,000 from him, and then after he's been like declaring himself like the best gi grappler in the moment, but he didn't make world championship this year, so it's. And then every time that we fought, the last time that we fought, like the 3 times that we fought, we was like a referee decision. So he's great. He's like great athlete. He's really good. I cannot deny. But man, tournaments is different, you know, because super fight is one thing. You see who is the best. Okay, all right. But the tournament is not only who is the best. You have to have a lot of endurance. Sometimes, some days you can get a like harder side of the bracket, and the other side is gonna be easier. Like some days, maybe your opponent, someone doesn't show up, so he has one match less than you. Maybe you have you have a 10 minutes match, and the other guy submitted his fight for 1 minute. So, yeah.